Koncem 19. století v Khasi Hills vystoupil místní náboženský vůdce Hajom Kishore Singh s odvážnou vizí víra v jednoho boha bez trojiční dogmatiky, a to v souladu s vlastní kulturní identitou. V unitářství rozpoznal podobu moderního monoteismu, která byla překvapivě blízká tradiční víře Khasi. Jeho iniciativa se zrodila v širším indickém klimatu náboženského liberalismu, jehož průkopníkem byl o několik desetiletí dříve Raja Ramohan Roy, který otevřel dialog mezi indickým teismem a britskými i americkými unitáři. Když do regionu později přijel J.B. Thomas Sunderland, našel tam již vznikající hnutí a pomohl mu získat mezinárodní oporu a pevnější organizační rámec. Historické události a tradice pro unitáře v Indii jsou zdrojem identity a síly. Můžeme to vnímat i v architektuře sborových staveb, i v jejich interiéru. Jsou obvykle zařízené jednoduše a prostě. Mimochodem zrovna v tomhle místě v Jovai Hajom Kishore Singh vedl poprvé unitářskou bohoslužbu 18. září 1887. V oblasti Khasi Hills je na 40 samostatných obcí a skupin, rozprostřených v městské zástavbě i na venkově. Mají k sobě někdy i velmi daleko, co se týče vzdáleností. Když se vydáte je navštívit, počítejte s náročným terénem. Ostatně i život místních členů společenství na vesnicích je často velmi jednoduchý. Nedělní shromáždění jsou pak setkáním všech. Je to příležitost k sdílení, zaspívání si, modlitbě a meditaci a na to se všichni těší. A tak neděle jsou vlastně celý den příležitostí k pospolitosti v různých typech programů. Programem pro děti to většinou začíná, odpoledne je bohoslužba pro všechny a večer se lidé scházejí ve skupinkách ve svých domovech, kdy vždy jedna rodina u sebe doma hostí rodiny z okolí. Ovšem shromáždění, byť jsou takovou páteří unitářských společenství, rozhodně nejsou to jediné.
Beyond Sunday services, the church community has a great impact for the life of every Unitarian. Number one is that we don't go only to church, but there are times that we have to help and support the church members. Let's say, for example, when they want to build a house, and they are building their house, a small home, so to say. So, in order to be able to build that home, they cannot build alone. So there are times that they will ask the church member to come and help them build their home. So from the church or from the community, we come together, decided that, okay, on that particular day, let us go and help build the home of our church member. So in that way, it's not only during Sunday services that we are helping, but we are helping in a different way to help and support our church member.
We human beings, we are social animals. We cannot live alone. So we need a community. And as a community, we should understand there are intertwined life that we should be together. We cannot live alone. So we are, as neighbors here, we know each other, we support each other. We know their problems, they know our problems. So when we need, they come in together. So that's the kind of life as a Unitarian which we are proud of. We have the orphanage here, we have the schools, almost all the churches have their school attached to the church. That is part of the Unitarian, because Unitarians, they believe also in education. So education for us is very, very important, and education is what lead us towards a better life.
Zmíněný sirotčinec to je dětská vesnička Annie Margaret Barrové a vedle ní nemocnice s historií podobnou té, kterou zřídil Albert Schweitzer v africkém Lambaréne. A školy, na těch místním unitářům tak moc záleží. Můžeme něco nabídnout? Můžeme se v něčem inspirovat? Nejde o srovnávání, jde o setkání, vzájemnou výměnu zkušeností.
I could see that there are lots of potentials for us to offer to our Unitarian brothers and sisters around the world. And at the same time, we also need our other Unitarian brothers and sisters from other part of the world to kindly give a lot of things, share with us so that we can learn one another. The first point is that knowing better one another is the key for us to support. Let's say, for example, if you know the Khasi Unitarian properly, then you will understand how we Unitarians here are. And with that better information that we are having, we can we can share, or you can take back some of the good things that you find from us. And at the same time, we also can take back something that we find good things from any particular Unitarian organizations from other parts of the world. So with this open-mindedness in mind, then we can enrich our knowledge, our information, and also feel that we are together and we are not alone.
Many of you in the West may not know who we are as Khasi Unitarians. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to come to the Khasi Hills. Join us, spend time here with us, and then you will know who we are. Like I said, we are social animal. We cannot live alone. So you have to cross the comfort zone and jump into a bigger river or into the ocean. Definitely you'll get a better space which you will enjoy. Because at the moment you are still in the comfort zone of your life, I understand our life is so different than yours. I may say that my life here is so good. The community that I live is so beautiful. But still, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. What if I come to your place? Will I enjoy? Will you give me time to share with me? Will I have a wider space to understand you? Will I be acceptable? Will I be acceptable in your place, as though we are from the same faith of Unitarianism? So my invitation is open. Please come. Maybe we'll have a better place as Unitarian and as a community as well.
Takové pozvání, to je milé. Když je přijmeme, poznáme i radost a spontaneitu všedního života. A to za to stojí. Unitářství v Khasi Hills má svou historii, tradici, specifika a samozřejmě i své problémy, starosti, výzvy. V tom je to stejné jako všude jinde, ale nás zajímá, jak tady lidé prožívají svůj život a jak se unitářství k výzvám staví.
Well, I can say that there are many challenges for us as Unitarians in the Khasi Hills. And one is that we are living, there are churches that live far away from us. So we as ministers, we have to take care of them and has to go off and on over there. And also inspire them almost in every time. As most of us are lay-led leaders, being the ministers, we are lay-led leaders. We have to take care, we have to do works which we are working to earn for our livelihood. And in that case, we don't have so much time to think and at the same time to do church work.
Many of our Unitarians, they are not well-to-do. They are from the village. So their life depends mostly on agriculture. So they do not have, they cannot support the leadership in their own church as well. So that's why many of them, they are lay-led. So that is again another challenge that we as Unitarians here we faced.
Unitářství v Kazihils má hluboké kořeny, společenství stojí pevně na svých základech a současné výzvy zvládá silou své tradice a víry. A co budoucnost? Budoucnost je jako dveře. Přecházíme z času do času. A to už pak jen na každém záleží, jakými klíči je otevírá.
My hope is that our Unitarian faith, since we are believing in the openness, since we are believing in the goodness of every human being and every living thing, so we hope that one day we will be able, as a faith community, to align our understanding, to see that we are interdependent with one another. And once we are able to understand that we are interdependent, we can use things judiciously and cautiously.
As our founder, Hajom Kisor Singh, in his motto that says Tunang Roy, which means keep on progressing. I do believe that we keep on progressing as the days pass by. I have seen we have a strong general body, which includes men and women. We also have a very strong women's wing, led by the women, and the youth wing, and the Sunday school. It is the task and the responsibility of each and every one of us as Unitarian to see that we grow every day with the belief that it is not only for me, or it's not only about my family, it is for the universe. We have to understand that to grow, we need a community. So where do we have to start with?
Ta otázka je univerzální. Netýká se jen krajiny Kazihils, ale odpověď, kterou slyšíme tam, rezonuje důrazem na to, že nikdo nejsme sám. A také vědomím, že víra není jen vyznáním, ale sdíleným životem. Tunang Roy, stále postupovat dál, není jen heslem minulosti, ale výzvou pro přítomnost i budoucnost. Ať už žijeme kdekoliv, otázka zůstává vždycky stejná. Dokážeme růst společně, s vědomím, že nejsme odděleni, ale vzájemně propojeni? Pokud ano, pak se dveře budoucnosti neotvírají silou, ale důvěrou.